Good morning, guys. How you doing this morning?
Morning.
Good morning. All right. Good. We'll get started here. First question for you guys comes from Andrea Adelson with ESPN. Go ahead.
Good morning, guys. This question is for Aiden. When we were talking to David Ajabo yesterday, he said that last offseason he came to you and said, I'm going to be in your hip pocket the whole offseason because he wanted to learn from you. Just wondering what you saw from him during your work together and whether that led you to believe he would have the type of season that he's had this year.
Yeah, that's right. Every day in that offseason, he was right with me that whole time. And, he committed to it every day. And even the days that, it was very difficult. So, he was grinding his ass off this whole offseason. So, all the awards and accolades that he's getting right now, he completely deserves.
And next question is from Casey Jones. Go ahead, Casey.
Good morning, guys. This question is for both of you. We all know the phrase, those who stay will be champions. Obviously, the words have different meanings for both of you. Can you please just describe what they mean to you each personally?
I think they're pretty similar to both of us. I know Josh has got one more year on me, but he didn't win a championship his freshman year. So we both stayed, we both grinded. We are in it in the hard stuff, we were in the mud. We came out, and now we're both finishing up our careers and really putting a staple on our legacy here at Michigan, and now we just got to finish the job.
Yeah, those words, like Aiden said, to both of us mean, everything. Coming in here, as a young freshman earlier on, you've seen those words, but you've never really seen it acted out. And we were the ones, who stuck it out, who stayed through the thick, who stayed through the good and bad times, and got to the end of the road. And it means everything, and it feels good because we are champions, and we still got more work to do. So those who stay with me as champions means everything, and it's a great feeling.
The next question comes from Max Goldwasser. Go ahead, Max.
Hey guys, this is for both of you guys, so you can answer individually. Josh, you're a graduate student. Aiden, and you're a senior. I think a lot of players in your position, maybe not a lot, but we see it nowadays where players will decide to forego their bowl games to prepare for the NFL draft and the next part of their careers. Why was it so important for both of you to finish out this season with the team?
I think that was never an option for either of us. And I don't think it mattered if we were in the playoffs or not. If we were playing in some other bowl, I think you'd see me and Josh both strapping up again because, we wouldn't leave our team out to dry ever, just for all the work we put in.
Yeah, like Aiden said, it wasn't even close to an option. We've been through so much as a team together throughout this whole season, ups and downs to get to the point we're at. And it's like the only way is to finish what we started. And that's how we feel. That's how this teams feel. We're just ready to go get it in a couple of days.
And next question from Brad Galley. Go ahead, Brad. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Brad.
Thanks, guys. Coming in from Channel 7 back home in Detroit as a fellow Catholic leaguer who went to Brother Rice, St. Mary's, Divine Child for you two guys. You come from storied programs, storied schools. What's the vibe been like from your alumni community? Because there are a ton of guys that have come through those halls, and Aiden, a ton of women that have come through those halls too that have done amazing things. What's the support been like from the alumni base back home from those communities?
The support has been tremendous, especially, from the Orchard Lake St. Mary's community. Everybody's happy for our success. Everyone's happy to see what not only myself is doing, but also the team and how we're succeeding and pushing forward. And they just wish for the best and wish us to, go get it this next game and have our best game.
Yeah, the support from Divine Child has been great. I got a lot of my old teachers texting me and stuff like that, wishing me good luck, all that good stuff. So it's really good, to have them at my back.
Next question from Lainey Higgins. Go ahead, Lainey.
Hey there, guys. This is a question kind of about just scheme and how you guys think you'll match up. Because obviously, you're the quarterback you're playing against, Stetson Bennett, is a little bit shifty. He's proven that he can be creative in the pocket when, the play breaks down. And I'm curious, just how you think the strengths of this Michigan defense match up against what Georgia's offense is going to throw at you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the strengths of this Michigan defense match up really well. You got a quarterback in Stetson Bennett who's a consistent quarterback and extends plays. And as a defense, we have to do a really good job, stopping the run, first and second down, and having a great game plan on third down and getting off the field.
Yeah, Josh is right. He's a very mobile quarterback. So that's definitely a point of emphasis. But first things first, we got to stop that run game. That's definitely the point of emphasis. And then get him to third and long and let us rush the passer and get after it.
Next question's from Bob Wojnowski. You go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, for both of you guys, Josh and Aiden, you're both local guys, grew up around Ann Arbor, around Michigan in the area, and you talked about bringing back the culture, bringing back what Michigan was. Was there ever a time where you really wondered if it was going to get back to a stage like this? Hadn't won a Big Ten title in several years. Did you ever wonder if you'd get back here?
From the beginning, after last season, after we finished up the season we had last year, coming into this year, it was, what are we doing today to beat Ohio State? What are we doing today to make the best possible, make us the best ourselves and make this team the best we possibly can do as leaders, as a team, as a culture, as a vibe, and we just grinded and put our head down and worked through spring ball, through camp, and through the beginning of the season, through the thick of the season, through the meat and potatoes in the season. So honestly, it never really was a wonder of like, oh, could we not, or could we get here? It was just like, we about to keep grinding and working and keep making ourselves better, keep getting the best we possibly can as a team. And we're going to look up and see where we at. And we here now. So it's a great feeling.
Yeah. Just thinking about it, I know that was always a goal of ours, to beat Ohio State, to win a Big Ten championship. But, when you're in the thick of it, when you're in the meat and potatoes, when you're in the meat and potatoes of everything, it's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel, because it was dark there for a while now. And it was just us grinding and getting after it, not knowing what was going to happen, not knowing the outcome. I think that's what makes us so special is the way that we worked when we didn't win a single game. That's when I knew this team was special. And yeah, I mean, now we're sitting here, Big Ten champions competing for a natty. So man, this team has really come so far.
Don't get no better than this at all.
Our next question is from Zach Shaw. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey guys, obviously you two have been starting for a while, but I think there's been 10 starters on the defensive side of the ball who started for the first time this season. David Ajabo, DJ Turner, Rod Moore, a lot of guys who actually really did well. What do you think was the key to having so many either young players or players who hadn't been able to contribute much, not only step in games, but step in as well as they did?
Personally, I feel it was number one, just the culture that was put in place in the offseason, how we worked, how we came together, how we rallied, and not only the culture, but the work ethic and attention to detail, especially from the younger guys on our team, how they attack the film room, how they attack on bettering their craft every single day before the season even started. Spring ball, summer, camp, all these times where nobody sees what's going on, but we do, and we putting our most work in. And now people are seeing the light of, what we capable of, how much better we've gotten, moving into this game.
Yeah, I think that goes to show really the attention to detail, like Josh was saying, with these guys who haven't started, because, a lot of them I didn't think would start this season or get that opportunity to, but, injuries happen, things happen, and then guys step up and, they just make plays. So I think that's what's crucial is, they understand the defense, they understand the scheme, and they're very elite in their preparation.
Next question's from Tim Reynolds. Go ahead, Tim.
Good morning, guys. Aiden, Kirby Smart told a story a few weeks ago. He got home from the SEC title game. His 9-year-old son was watching Michigan, and the kid couldn't wait to tell him all about you and all about your stats and all about what he thought of you as a player. I was curious, one, as a defensive guy, how cool has it been to get the attention that's deserved? And two, is it kind of a neat story that the 9-year-old son of the guy you're going against Friday night couldn't wait to tell his dad all about you and all that you've done this year?
That's right. Yeah, when I heard that story, I was laughing and stuff. My dad told me, and we were both laughing about it. It's crazy that the head coach's son of the team you're about to play is a very big fan of you. So I mean, it's a blessing. It's really cool. So yeah, it was really a funny thing, and maybe I'll meet his son after the game.
Our next question for Angelique Chenglis. Go ahead, Angelique.
Aiden and Josh, Josh Gaddis has said that the offensive line is the heartbeat of this team and maybe any team in general. But do you agree with that assessment? And what has this offensive line shown you guys in the fourth quarter? They played a lot of fourth quarter games and held pretty stout, and that was a difference from previous years.
Yeah, I mean, just I would definitely agree. Like, our offensive line is the heartbeat of this team, and just kind of sums up what our team is about. You just see a group of guys, and it's not only on the field, it's off the field, together everywhere they go, eating food together in the dining halls, literally in the hot tubs together every time in the morning, like contrasting it together. And then you see them go out on the field and you see how well they work together, and not only how well they work together, but how tenacious they are. And how physical they are. And it's just, a testament to those guys and the work they put in, Coach Moore, all those guys, and, being the best offensive line in the country. I'm just so blessed and thankful to have an offensive line like that on my team, and also to compete with guys like that every single day, because it makes me better as well.
Yeah, I agree with Josh, and especially with the offense that we run with a lot of gap scheme, run game. If your offensive line isn't elite, it's hard for you to succeed. And so when we were just watching them on the sideline, it's always just so much fun watching them on the sideline and just chewing clock, running that ball, and you can really see. I think you can really see their chemistry on the field too. Even you see in that Ohio State game, the big boys, getting in the fight a little bit, protecting the boys. And you really see the camaraderie between them all, because they really all are all so tight, and you can see it during the games.
All right, we're going to take two more questions here. Next one comes from Max Goldwasser. Go ahead, Max.
All right, guys. So, Coach Harbaugh coming into the season, I think a lot of people were saying his job was at risk. He was on the hot seat. You have a 2-4 season last year. You lose 4 straight bowl games in the years before that, and he comes back and he wins Coach of the Year, the first in Michigan program history. Obviously he's proud of you guys, but how proud are you of him, and what can you say about what he's done to be able to rewrite that narrative for himself, for the team, and for the program as a whole?
I'm so proud of Coach Harbaugh and the way he's adapted, the way he's just changed as a person, as a coach, throughout his years of me being here. He's a great coach, and he does a lot of great things. And just to see how far he's came, how far this team has came, in the position we are now, I couldn't be more proud of our head guy leading the way.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. To do what he did this year, I think he brought in the perfect chemistry of guys this offseason, in terms of coaches, in terms of our defensive staff, which was changed up a lot. I think he found the perfect blend of guys, and it's really what makes a team work. That's part of it, is finding the right coaches, and he definitely did that this offseason, and that's a big head nod to him. and but also how he's adapted over these years and how he's adapted towards the players over these years, and he's really he's a great guy, and a great coach, and we couldn't be more proud.
All right, last question here for Lainey Higgins. Go ahead, Lainey.
All right, last one for you guys. I kind of wanted to ask how you think the style of this team is a little bit different than some of the other Big Ten teams that we've seen in the playoff. Because, the DNA seems like it's a little bit more old school, physical football, more of an emphasis on the run game. Whereas, the Ohio State teams in the past have been just loaded with these specialists, and that's been more of, perhaps the focus. And I don't know, do you think that the different identity of this team, sets it up to have a different kind of success, in the semifinal?
This team is so special. And one thing I can point to in all seriousness is our togetherness, man. Like, we got each other's back, and we not only say it, we be about it. Offense, defense, special teams, we all have each other's backs, and we play for each other. And I honestly feel like that's the separator with us in these games, is we got each other's back, and we're going to play for each other every single snap. The best possible chemistry of a team you can have. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it and ready to go get it these next couple of days.
Yeah, and our togetherness is really it's really a big factor, and just going against that Georgia offense, I mean, we're gonna have to really execute and play our game if we want to have a lot of success. They're a very talented offense, got a lot of weapons, and I think we're just gonna have to execute and do what we do, and really just not do anything special. We're a very talented defense. We got a lot of good players. So if we go out there and just do our job, I think we can have a lot of success.